The first surveyor, Clement Hodgkinson, described gigantic trees, matted and interwoven together almost to their summits by wild vines and creepers, and often presenting the appearance of an enormous wall. It would puzzle a bird to pass through it. Gumbaynggirr shadows, movement, song past a whisper, the past song, the past a whisper. Seasonal patterns, steady ripples of fish, platypus hunting the red water rat, turtles eating plants and larvae, dragonflies laying their eggs. Explanation of topography, ratios of rainfall, hydrology, fluvial dynamics, chaos, and Mohr's scale of mineral hardness, which can scratch which. Gumbaynggirr's song, filling the landscape, planting knowledge around each spring, waterfall, stream and river, each rock, the trees and flowers, birds, insects, animals. An accumulation swimming in song, rooted and drifting from one story to another, seasonal migration across boundaries, hard training, disciplines blurred with play, while establishing the law. In 1840, loggers from the Myuchelys explored north by Worrell Creek, crossing the Nambucca's mouth and trailing the beaches to Bellingen. The surveyor Clement Hodgkinson followed in March 1841, with 2 strong bush horses and well armed with carbines, pistols and swords. He took a stockman and 2 unnamed aborigines. This was our frontier that has since moved into outer space. Rising on the eastern slopes of the Dorrigo Plateau, the Never Never is a wonder. Watch it carry you away. The Bellinger flows southeast through the coastal floodplain, fed by Woods Creek, Body Creek, Hinds Creek, and the Never Never. Ropes hang there, waiting for warmer water and hyperactive weekends. It's a clear run I almost walk in. A thought drifts upstream over the bed of stones and ribs of tree to the bend where the platypus hunt. Somewhere, in the corner of your eye, a fish swims or a kingfisher dives trying to catch it, their presence faint but haunting. Quiet today, but floods cut the town in two. The canoes glide, wagtails dip, swallows sip, and dragons sun themselves on overhangs. Our slow motion approach triggers a series of muffled explosions. 18 shags on a tree just meters away rapidly unscrew through and around us, streaming upriver, bending, meandering, converging on a dark door. Rivers sustain and nourish aquatic invertebrates, birds, amphibians and reptiles. Their health is delicate, upset by erosion, pollution, salinity, sedimentation and altered flow patterns. Riparian vegetation reduces erosion. Roots bind soil and stone and absorb moisture, improves water quality by filtering sediment and provides food and habitat for aquatic and terrestrial species. In Gumbaynggirr, the name means clear water, winding river, quoll or cheeky fellow. The New South Wales Geographic Names Board prefers cheeky fellow, but the Gumbaynggirr dictionary says Bellingen describes the quoll's behaviour and is not its name. Their preferred name is Baligin. Tracing a leaf, bobbing past, soon lost. The surface impatience, caught by moments of astonishing clarity, whipped into brief flurries of excitement, then subsiding to a vitreous body. The body is meaty, sticks piled up into trees, relic past floods, but you can't call the riverbed a skeleton. The bank is moored safely for now, until the next flood terraforms again. The creek is careful with its gradations, wild variance, multilinear amplitudes, a modest flotsam shifting, leaf, stem, flowerhead. Each creek is a crossroads eventually, and a pool near here is a spring welling, always replete. Molecules home in on the lair of the whale, supertanker, nuclear submarine, gyres of plastic of unimaginable size. Rivers are mysterious routes with their dynamic changes of direction, mood swings calm to ferocious, and they hide resilient lives. Cows trek from the dairy, obedient slaves, bony frames bagging udders, some curious, some caricatures of abject acquiescence. I remind myself I can buy milk for $1 a litre. From the shady bank, the Bellinger is clarified. Weed combs the central channel, fish jump. The thick, protruding teeth on the bank are wharf posts, evidence of the malleable muscle the river uses to fall off the mountain. I cross to the south side of Lavender Bridge with no pavement. Keep one eye on the traffic, the other on blue mountains, planting their reflections above trees, small, spontaneous clots of gold. We're wondering if we could live here. After 80 kilometers, the Bellinger flows beside the Kalang into the Pacific Ocean at Urunga, from Urungu, long white sands or long spit of sand. A flood tide can discharge 6 million cubic meters. The soft palate of the Baligin and Kalang stand out like mountains, like extremely flat mountains, a confluence of beauty, ghost of a port, shapeless sands smothering the shipwrecks.